Imagine a world where petty theft could cost you your life, where the scales of justice weren't just balanced, but wielded with extreme, unwavering force. Welcome to ancient Greece, a cradle of democracy and philosophy, but also a place where the laws, particularly those attributed to a figure named Draco, were, well, let's just say they weren't messing around. The name Draconian has become synonymous with harsh and severe laws. But who was Draco, and what led to his infamous legal code? Around the 7th century BCE, Athens was a city grappling with social unrest and cycles of violence. Traditional oral laws, often interpreted and applied inconsistently by powerful aristocratic families, were failing to maintain order. The people craved stability, a clear set of rules that applied to everyone. Enter Draco, tasked with codifying the laws of Athens. What Draco delivered was a legal system characterized by its extreme severity. His laws were said to be written in blood, not ink. The underlying principle seemed to be deterrence through brutal punishment. Almost all offenses, from the most minor theft to homicide, were punishable by death. Yes, you heard that right. Stealing a loaf of bread could have the same consequence as murder. While the full details of Draco's code are debated by historians, accounts suggest the following. Homicide, whether intentional or unintentional, was generally punishable by death, although some distinctions were made regarding accidental killings, which might result in exile. Theft, regardless of the value of the stolen goods, carried the death penalty. Even minor offenses like sacrilege or failing to pay debts could lead to severe consequences. The sheer rigidity and lack of nuanced penalties were the defining characteristics of these laws. It's important to consider the context. Draco's aim wasn't necessarily to be cruel, but to establish order and prevent the endless feuds and violence that plagued Athenian society. He sought to create a clear and unwavering legal framework that would deter crime through the sheer terror of the consequences. By making the penalty for almost all offenses the same, death, Draco aimed to demonstrate the state's absolute authority and the high cost of breaking the law. However, the Draconian laws were not without their critics. Their extreme harshness led to widespread discontent among the Athenian populace. Many felt the punishments were disproportionate to the crimes, and the lack of flexibility bred resentment. Eventually, these laws were largely replaced by the reforms of Solon in the early 6th century BCE, who introduced a more moderate and nuanced legal system. Despite their relatively short reign, Draco's laws left an indelible mark on our language and understanding of justice. The term draconian continues to be used to describe laws or measures that are excessively harsh or severe. It serves as a cautionary tale about the potential pitfalls of prioritizing absolute order over fairness and proportionality in the pursuit of justice. The story of Draco and his laws reminds us that the quest for justice is a continuous process, one that requires careful consideration of both order and fairness. While the problems faced by ancient Athens may seem distant, the debate over the appropriate balance between crime and punishment continues to this day. What do you think? Were Draco's measures a necessary evil or simply excessive? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating glimpses into history.